Well, everyone that have used my YouTube channel, as you sure know, I do a lot of different kinds of fishing, streamers, nymphs, but I've actually found and developed my own type of nymph rig. I mean, I'm sure it's been used in this type of way, at least somewhere, but it's really been hammering the trout lately. It's effective because it's high vis and it gets down to the zone where the fish want to be without using an indicator. So it's good for low water applications, fishing pocket water, anything with short line or even long line nymphing is effective as well. I've caught trout with up to 30-foot casts, but I'm going to bring you over here and show you all about it. In case you're wondering, this truck here is an 88 Chevy with a 350 in it. It's starting to get some rust, but it's still a beast and a half. Custom camo paint job we did with a couple cans of spray paint, and we actually used real leaves. But it's still a freaking beast truck. Yeah, we're doing some work on it, but heck yeah, it's a nice 4-speed on the floor. There's my dog Scamp. Say hi, buddy. Alright, but over here, first off, I'll start off with the rod. I'm not sure if I told you guys about this yet on YouTube, but this is a Cabela's CZN Czech Nymph rod. This is the 11-foot 4-weight series. It's an incredible rod. The distance is perfect for wet fly fishing, nymph fishing, even dry flies out of a kayak or a boat. But I got just a Bass Pro Shops White River Hobbs Creek 3/4 weight reel. And for the line, this stuff here is incredible. We got some Cortland 444 Classic double taper 4-weight floating line. What I actually did with it is I cut in 2 separate halves. I let the other half in here. That way, when this one gets worn out, because I don't make too many casts much over 35 feet, and this is 45. I mean, it's sufficient for what I do. But yep, there's another quick image of it. I got this at Bass Pro. I'm sure it's available at most places. The second thing, you steelheaders might be a little bit familiar, is this Sunset Amnesia. It's memory-free monofilament. It says on here, ideal for leaders and traces, shooting and running lines for sea, coarse, and game fish. But the application I've actually used it for was I nail knotted it directly to the end of my double taper fly line and let about a 2-foot section of it. That's like my leader butt, and it's also my indicator. This line floats pretty good. So the very tip will be under the surface, but you can watch it for any sudden jumps, jerks. Just watch for anything. I mean, you want to spend 50% of the time watching your rig and the other 50 watching in the water. But yep, there's that Amnesia, made in the USA, proudly. It's really high vis, like orange is red. Alright, I put a loop on the end of that Amnesia here, and I actually have here some Maxima fluorocarbon 10-pound line. I have about a 3-foot section of that, just like a midsection to my rig. The next thing, which I don't have on here, is this lead here. It's lead wrap, which is available at most Bass Pro Shops. I'm sure other sporting goods stores have it, but it's actually lead strips that come in a little paper thing that looks like almost like a matchbox, or like a pack of matches. You open it up and you just pull like the strips off of the base. But it's amazing the way it holds on the line. It never comes off, sinks like a rock. You can take it off and reuse it easily without damaging your leader. It doesn't cut into it. It stays where you put it and it does its job, but it has like a green background with like a brown trout on it. It looks really old school, but let me tell you, it's not old school when it comes to catching trout. The next thing is some White River fluorocarbon 4 pound at the end of the 8, which is tied to my first nymph, which happens to be a caddis here. And then the last thing is actually, there you can tell I use this a lot, it's pretty old, but it's Berkey fluorocarbon, 2 pound. These last fluorocarbon pieces are really stiff, which gets your fly down, and it's really sensitive for short line nymphing. You can really feel when the fish picks it up. And then, yep, I end on my terminal nymph, which happens to be a small caddis. But, yep, I mean, if you guys really want a superb nymph rig, I mean, I've let my friends try this out that are more of nymph fanatics than I am, and they were impressed. So it's just Cabela's CZN check nymph rod, 11'4" weight, 3/4 weight Hobbs Creek Bass Pro reel, Portland 444 double taper 4 weight floating classic line, 20 pound Amnesia, 10 pound Maxima, 4 pound White River fluoro, and 2 pound Berkey fluoro. But that's about it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, just keep the views coming in, and hope you enjoyed.